Hello and welcome to Chai Chat with Lavina. What a resounding success for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I can safely say Prime Minister Narendra Modi at this point in time. And almost making history, at least BJP has made history. What do we make of that here in the UK? How does that pan out in the UK-India scenario as well? We're going to explore all of that with my fantabulous, magnificent guests here. Dr. Rami Ranger, who is the Deputy Treasurer of the Conservative Party as well as co-chair of Friends of India, Conservative Friends of India, but I in the capacity of a businessman as well here. Richard Heald, a long friend, the CEO of UK-India Business Council, so apt. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining. Sabi Tibet, who's been a journalist and also now with Indo-European Forum. And Tejendra Sharma ji from Katha UK, an author, MBE, and a stalwart, I think, in the literature. I love the language, but we have to speak in English today. Though I really long to speak Hindi. But should we start with the reaction? I think we have to take your reaction to the amazing election. Please, everybody, anyone can talk anytime over me as well. But few things I want you to include in your reaction. Number one, were you shocked with the result? Your analysis of why, what has happened, which has happened, both.
No, I don't think we were shocked. We were expecting a win, but not this spectacular win,
yes,
which demonstrates the robustness of the Indian democracy and the verdict for the Prime Minister, what he has done 5 years before, and that people have approved and liked, and this is amazing victory for the largest democracy in the world, and the people have spoken. I mean, this is, you can't deny that Prime Minister Modi has struck chord with everyone in the country, including the supporter of the Congress and the other Samajwadi and everything.
And some Muslim areas as well, predominantly Muslim areas, which is, rich.
I mean, Muslim had a peaceful life during this period of time. So they are actually very grateful to the leadership Modi is providing, and triple talaq, which was very popular with the Muslim ladies.
I think Muslim ladies have voted a lot. Prime Minister Modi is single.
Yeah. Well, I am surprised. Like everyone else, I watched the unveiling or the unrolling of the election process, and it did seem that things were swinging towards the BJP quite strongly. But what I didn't expect was the quantum of numbers. And I think also the thing that struck me was that it wasn't in the traditional places that we would have expected. The fact that there was so many seats won in UP after the 2014, and we thought that was a high watermark. And obviously West Bengal, that was a surprise. And Orissa is also.
UP as well. I thought UP, everyone thought that, even the party thought that they're not going to win UP. Well, wow.
Look what happened in Mr. Gandhi's seat. I mean, you really would not have expected this. So, yes, the message got out there.
Salman Khurshid lost.
Yeah, I don't know. Stalwarts lost. Stalwarts lost.
Sheila Dixit lost.
And Digvijay Singh lost.
Digvijay Singh.
Jyotiraditya Scindia lost.
Oh, unbelievable.
And Rahul Gandhi lost Amethi. Yeah. I feel that was a real, the homeland, for decades. I think that was, for me, it was really also a vote against the dynasty and the dynastic rule. But Tejendraji.
See, I wouldn't say that I was surprised, because all through my posts on Facebook, I was talking about that Modi is certainly coming back, because the greatest thing that people have missed out is that in times of Rajiv Gandhi, he himself admitted that 100 rupees that he sends for villages, only 15 rupees reach there and 85 rupees are eaten up on the way.
He did it.
But Narendra Modi very successfully removed the middlemen, and the money was reaching to the common man at the lowest ebb. So drawing room experts on election, they didn't realize how Modi was reaching the common man. and those common men voted for him. 52% of people have voted for this government, and a huge turnout was there. And after Jawaharlal Nehru, we have probably the only Prime Minister of India who is a sitting Prime Minister.
Yes.
And he has won on performance, because all his plans that he started, in which medicine is covered, in which housing is covered, and first ever Prime Minister of the whole world, any country, who talked about toilet. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean, we have an amazing man who looks at the real thing of life. He knows
Roti, kapda, makan and
because
beyond.
he was a poor man. He has seen poverty, he has experienced poverty, so he understands the poor man.
There's a very, very strong view that a lot unemployment has risen. There are a lot of figures that have been shammed and not been given out. So there is a very strong lobby of how this entire performance could be matched and maneuvered and manifested in a certain way. Savi, what would you say?
Right, I think the
It's okay, I need my job. I only wanted, I needed to.
well, I mean, I think that Modi really touches the pulse of India. You mentioned that things are changing in the villages, that there's vikas, that there's a huge amount of development taking place. But I think that one of the key things is that there's a different spirit, particularly among young people. And of course, Modi manages the social media so expertly, and that's made a huge difference to his vote. But it's also the overall feeling that there is change in India, that people have been wanting for so long. And of course, Rahul Gandhi, it's just the old style. He may be a young face, but nothing's really changed.
Poor guy, 52, not married. Still people keep calling him, or 50 or whatever the age is, young, and he can't even marry.
You have to grow mentally as well as not just physically, because if you don't grow mentally and you don't understand, you don't take stock of situation, it's difficult for you to actually handle.
He came here, he was awesome, he's a wonderful gentleman, and I completely feel bad for him almost. Many people say that all his campaigns, from demonetization to GST, Make in India, Swachh Bharat, Ganga cleaning, all of that are still not there yet, and there is a lot of make-believe, a lot of like in popular terms, jumla-bazi, more than what is there manifested. But I think it is a lot to do with vote against the dynasty. But another factor, I think, Balakot and Pulwama. Do you think that has played the most in the end, the last straw on the camel's back, maybe?
Decisiveness of the man. The man takes decision, stands by it, and after that, he is not repentant. He has taken a decision, he follows it, and he says, yes, I will do it again.
So do you see this, it as decisiveness or a play?
I was not surprised at the result, because I've been asking people how they rate Modi for months and months. And certainly I've noticed that with young people he's extremely popular. But somebody else said to me, somebody who's from Calcutta, said, yes, he's very brave. He's prepared to take these decisions. And other people are saying, yes, he's there to protect the country against Pakistan. I think there are other people he should be protecting the country against, but this is, has been quite.
Yeah, but do you feel that is the correct analysis? Is he brave, or is it more playing to the popular belief?
No, I think he is brave. He's made some really fundamental changes which needed to be done.
The size of India needs a tough leader, strong leader, and Modi ji provide that strong leadership. Otherwise, there are too many different kind of people pursuing their own interest, and you need a strong man to hold them together as one nation. And with Pakistan, what can I say? You need to show them robust reply if they take, venture into India with that kind of saying. They have to, otherwise they'll come back again and again and again. So somebody has to show that the business can't be as usual. We will hit you back. I mean, the Israel.
My question is, yes, quickly.
The point is that in any mature democracy, army is always there. Decisions are taken politically. It's the political leader who takes a decision what is to be done. And here we have a person who took a decision at the right time, took the right action, followed it up, and after that he made sure his intention was never to attack Pakistan. His attention was focused. He wanted to attack the terrorist camp and tell them that in future too, if your terrorists operate from your country, I would be doing the same thing.
How many people do you think are for the more Hindu, there was a Hindutva wave in this election that played a huge role?
I think
I
India.
think it did. Yeah,
Yes, yes, no,
definitely.
yes.
Yeah, but it,
No, I don't.
No, no,
think-
yes, no.
No.
No. Yes, no.
Hindu.
Yes, no.
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 No, I don't think so.
No. So there are more no and you're the only one. Okay, that's fine. We go to the next segment.
your opinion.
I think there was.
Cheers with the winners.
I think there was against the dynastic rule very strongly. Yes, for development. There was a string and a very undercurrent of Hindutva wave as well. So that's my opinion.
Think about India as a whole. What actually holds it together? It's not language. It's not race.
Yes.
It's actually the Hindu tradition
It's
in all its various forms.
Yes, and also the very, actually, the Indian people as such. If today, this I have said on camera, I'm saying it on camera today, I'm saying off camera as well. But if there is an attack on the minority, let's call it Muslim, that's the person standing next to him is a Hindu. And that's what keeps India together.
Can I say something? There is always a reaction.
Yes.
You know, there is the action, there is the reaction. Hindus were never ever like the way we are saying, as patriotic as we find them today, because the cross-border terrorism has woken them up. Look what is happening right under our nose. People want to break us further.
Yes. So nationalism is equal to Hinduism, is equal to patriotism. That's a bit of a difficult
There is nobody
triangle.
defending India as much as the Hindus are. Hindus have nowhere to go. Where can they go?
That's true. Nepal is not there still. Nepal is okay. We're going to go to the next break because this is going somewhere else. We also have to have our Golgappa. So we have finally analyzed what must be the win. But definitely we got to where we are. We have to talk about where we are. Indo-UK, and how will it pan out? Because there is one country, India, it's so certain in its leadership. And here we are in Britain. Everything is uncertain. So stay tuned on Chai Chat. We have yet to talk about how Indian election will pan out for Britain.